UFC Power Rankings 2023. Who is dominating? The UFC boasts some of the most exceptional mixed martial artists worldwide, leading to constant debates among fans about how these elite fighters stack up against each other. Today, we present the cream of the crop in the UFC, with fighters dominating the competition inside the ring. This list has been carefully curated, considering various factors such as each fighter's overall record, recent performances, level of activity, and the caliber of opponents faced. Number 10. Dustin Poirier, 29-7-1, no contest, lightweight. An American fighter, Dustin Poirier has only suffered 2 defeats in the past 6 years. These losses came at the hands of Khabib Nurmagomedov, widely regarded as the greatest lightweight of all time, and Charles Oliveira, one of the top active lightweights. Poirier has secured victories against 8 different world champions, including 2 wins over Conor McGregor in 2021. Most recently, he showcased his skills by submitting Michael Chandler. Number 9. Robert Whittaker, 25-6, middleweight. Hailing from Australia, Robert Whittaker has experienced defeat only twice in the last 8 years. Both losses came against the phenomenal Israel Adesanya. Whittaker lost the middleweight belt to Adesanya via TKO in 2019 and narrowly dropped the decision for the last style bender last February. In between those fights, Whittaker achieved 3 consecutive wins against elite competition. His path to the belt featured a remarkable series of victories against top-notch opponents. Whittaker bounced back from his second loss to Adesanya with a dominant points win over Marvin Vettori. Number 8. Aljamain Sterling, 23-3, bantamweight champion. Aljamain Sterling, a Jamaican-American fighter, faced some criticism from fans after winning the bantamweight title via disqualification in 2021 when Petr Yan landed an illegal knee during their bout. In their rematch 13 months later, Sterling proved his doubters wrong and won a narrow decision.
Aljamain Volkanovski!
He followed up with a dominant performance against former champion TJ Dillashaw, securing a TKO victory as Dillashaw battled a dislocated shoulder. Sterling continued his impressive run by defeating another ex-champion, Henry Cejudo, by a split decision. Although some observers attach asterisks to Sterling's title defenses, it's worth noting that each defense came against a former world champion. Sterling has now won 9 consecutive fights. Number 7. Charles Oliveira, 33-9-1, NC, lightweight. Charles Oliveira's journey in the UFC had a rocky start in 2010, with numerous failed weight cuts and an inconsistent record. However, the Brazilian fighter turned his career around and embarked on an 11-fight win streak over 5 years. This remarkable run led Oliveira to claim the lightweight title vacated by the retired Khabib Nurmagomedov. He successfully defended the title late last year and, despite being stripped of the belt for a weight miss, rebounded by submitting Justin Gaethje in May. Oliveira holds records for the most finishes, 19, and most submissions, 16, in UFC history. Although he was submitted by Makhachev in October, Oliveira remains the top contender in his quest to regain the gold. Number 6. Kamaru Usman, 23, welterweight. In 2021, Kamaru Usman established himself as one of the best mixed martial artists in the world, if not the very best, and secured the top spot in our pound-for-pound rankings. The Nigerian-American fighter's exceptional wrestling skills have been complemented by added knockout power in recent years. Usman remained unbeaten for 9 years, from 2013 to 2022, with a dominant reign as the welterweight champion for the last 3 years of that stretch. Usman successfully defended his title 5 times, facing tough challenges from Colby Covington and Georges Masvidal on 2 occasions each, as well as Gilbert Burns. However, Usman faced a setback when he lost the belt to Leon Edwards in a shocking turn of events last August. Despite dominating much of the fight, Usman fell victim to an incredible late head kick that ended the contest. Edwards solidified his victory over Usman with a decision win in their rematch in London this past March, proving his worth as the champion. Number 5. Israel Adesanya, 24-2, middleweight champion. Israel Adesanya, a former kickboxer, is undoubtedly one of the most thrilling fighters to watch in the history of the sport. He consistently delivers striking masterclasses, demonstrating superior skill and strategy against his opponents. Adesanya has faced numerous top contenders throughout his career, but has only suffered 2 losses. Number 4. Leon Edwards, 21-3-1 NC, welterweight champion. Leon Edwards became the second ever UFC champion from Britain with a sensational last-minute knockout of Kamaru Usman in August. Despite being taken down by Usman in the first round, Edwards managed to withstand the champion's grappling pressure and rose to his feet repeatedly. With only a minute remaining in the fight, Edwards delivered a perfectly executed head kick that rendered Usman unconscious, securing the gold and avenging his previous loss to Usman from 7 years earlier. Edwards further cemented his championship status with a decision win over Usman in their rematch in London this March. Since his loss to Usman in 2015, Edwards has remained unbeaten, winning 11 consecutive fights, excluding a no contest against Belal Muhammad in 2021. 24-1. Lightweight champion Islam Makhachev, a Russian fighter, faced doubts regarding his credentials due to a lack of top-tier opponents on his record. However, it could be argued that highly ranked fighters were reluctant to risk their positions against a dangerous up-and-comer. Makhachev also faced accusations of benefiting from his connection to Khabib Nurmagomedov, his childhood friend and one of his coaches. Nonetheless, Makhachev silenced all doubts in October when he submitted Charles Oliveira, the fighter with the most submission wins in UFC history, to claim the vacant lightweight title. This victory showcased Makhachev's skills and suggested that he would have done the same against most contenders at 155 pounds. Makhachev followed up his title win by outpointing Alexander Volkanovski in February, matching the Australian's record streak for an active fighter while successfully retaining his title against the featherweight champion in a closely contested bout. Number 2. Jon Jones, 27-1-1-NC. Jon Jones made a triumphant return to the UFC in March after a 3-year hiatus, capturing the heavyweight title by submitting Cyril Gane in the first round. Many fans and experts consider Jones to be the greatest of all time, and his victory in his heavyweight debut further solidified that claim. The manner in which he achieved the victory, coupled with the circumstances surrounding his move to heavyweight, impressed fans worldwide. Number 1. Alexander Volkanovski, 25-2. Featherweight champion. Alexander Volkanovski suffered the only defeat of his professional career back in 2013. Since then, he's embarked on an astonishing 22-fight win streak. Notably, his only loss came against a welterweight champion, further exemplifying his dominance. In recent years, 7 of Volkanovski's last 8 fights have pitted him against elite fighters, showcasing his ability to consistently compete at the highest level. In 2022, Volkanovski put on a judo clinic against fan favorite Chan Sung Jung, displaying his superior skills in a dominant performance. He followed up with a masterful display in a trilogy bout against Max Holloway, decisively outpointing him for the 3rd time and leaving no doubt about his superiority over the man he dethroned in 2019. Volkanovski's impressive resume includes victories over other notable contenders such as Jose Aldo, Chad Mendes, and Brian Ortega. These fighters represent the best of the best in the UFC, each with their own unique strengths, achievements, and records that have propelled them to the upper echelons of the sport. As the landscape of mixed martial arts continues to evolve, these elite competitors will undoubtedly play a pivotal role in shaping the future of the UFC and leaving a lasting legacy in the world of MMA. With that said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you guys enjoyed the video.